What's up? Oh man, just got up. Guess what? I slept through my alarms earlier. first, first day off. Like it's kind of like second day off for vacation, but it's really like the first full day where I didn't work before. I guess we're getting on to daylight schedule though. All right. I think we got everything. Let's get started. Isaac C, what's up? All right, I'm gonna shut this. Keep the cold air out. Well now. I guess we missed the whole morning live stream like we were gonna do. Let's put this up here and we'll get started. Better turn on some spotlights for this. Salmon, I don't know. Salmon was just tune into TikTok. Not here. All right. Oh man, this cord isn't too long. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it like this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll let it hang. Maybe it'll last. Maybe it'll come out. Turn on some spotlights. Oh, woo. I guess we're good now. Lighting looks all right now. Man. Well. There goes the morning. We're back for the afternoon live. Day 144. This is gonna be like part one. We're gonna have part two tonight. We're gonna get in a good amount of hits today. Oh man, I wish I could get a stupid thing off of the screen. The live stream fuel thing is so like I cannot get it off of there. Oh, I never even started that. Did I even hit the good thing we thought about this? All right. Now it's working. Okay, we got a whole time is it? 2:30? Something like that? 2:50. Jeez. Alright. So I was gonna get up early and get some hits on Bob, and I didn't. I set some alarms for 10 o'clock. I must have slept right through them because I just got up. We're slowly getting back to tomorrow. I'm gonna set more alarms. I might set alarms in more than one place. Jacob, what's up? Totally slept in. Any success last night? I'm training for my next sword fight in less than 2 weeks away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some hits on the dummy here today, right now. Then I'm going to go to the gym. Thanks for the likes. And then I'll be back later on after that. But it's hitting Bob, going to the gym, hitting Bob. I missed the desk job live stream this morning, that's for sure. Who the hurt? What's up? If you're there. What up? How's it going? Totally missed this morning's live stream. I slept right through my alarms. Yo, what's up? Good to see ya. Is there any, Robin, what's up? Jake, you guys have any luck with that guy last? Did he even go on? So I basically, like, went to bed. You're on your way. No way! First event right now. Yo, I'm excited too. That's awesome. Yeah, just have a great time. No way! Are you for real? No way! Oh my god! Oh my god! Did you really do that? Oh! Oh my god! Are we meeting him? Oh my god! No way. Oh shit. Oh my god. Are we meeting them? Are we doing an intervention? Are we getting somebody more? Are y'all forwarding that to somebody higher up than us? Oh my god, that's so crazy. Oh no, Boo! I know you were here. I don't know. Do you remember from last night? Oh man. Well, if you think about it, Saturday's coming up pretty quick. The highest hill. Oh no, using a bazooka. I haven't stand chance against a bazooka. the highest hill on my county. Actually, I'd even have to Google that. So yeah. So Iron Jeeps, what's up? So all right. God, I don't know. How do you get a hold of those guys super quick? Of course, there's no way they've come here for Saturday. But like to get the, I wonder what we should do. I mean, we don't, we definitely don't have evidence like to get that guy like locked up yet, right? We'd have to. Our choices would either be we all go meet the guy like IRL and nothing's gonna happen except we're talking to him. Like maybe we could live stream and we could all live stream it or something. Or oh my god. Or I can't Saturday. I'm gonna be at Paul McCartney concert. I'm not even gonna be here. Y'all would have my daughter's Paul McCartney concert is Saturday. And there's no way I can miss that. Although that'd be like a very, very good thing to miss it for is to bus somebody. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh. That guy would definitely reschedule. You know he'd reschedule. Wow. Like I know I don't know. I don't know. That's so crazy. Build the evidence. Huh. Yeah. There's oh my god. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Oh. All right, well I can't unfriend the guy. Just so we all know, just remember he could pop in here because the guy like follows me. Oh wait, did he send pictures? Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Yo, oh yeah, we got all right, so now okay. Save all the evidence for one. I know y'all know, right? Jacob knows as much or more than I do from watching. Yo, swag! Oh my god, we might turn into a how to catch a. I can't even. The dumb thing is that this app won't even let me say the word. How to catch a old guy talking to someone he's not allowed to. Oh man! All right, yeah. I just know Saturday we're gonna be in Ohio for Paul McCartney. So I mean I got 2 weeks off of work, but oh man, yeah. Yo, personal electric device. Yo, Salmon, what's up? Was that Salmon? Salmon. We're gonna bust a personal electronic devicer. Thanks for the good pop and heart me. This said this for you. I literally just woke up at like 2:30. I slept through all my alarms, man. I'm sorry I missed the day show. Oh, you've been hearing. Wow. Okay, I mean so the options are right? You get the LEO involved. I don't know how to go about that though. Like, would they just continue a case? The options are you or contact. I wonder if you can contact Gideon or anybody. Oh no! Yo, this is so sick. But how do you go around it? Do you get this? What do we do? So Salmon, so everybody, let's all, if we don't all know each other, like me and Jacob and Daisha work together. We all kind of probably know each other from being in chat, and we were talking. So if anybody doesn't know, we're talking. This guy popped up on Jacob's feed, and he turned out to be like this real freaky dude. And he's got to be what, like 50s, over 50 or something for sure. I will. Why? What's up? Something? I mean, I know Chase the Night already, but I mean, is there something in particular about like new? I'm just making sure, like it's like no like emergency under the sun. Oh yeah. All right, Chase is awesome. I thought at first maybe you were gonna say like check him out. I thought like, oh, he had some big announcement, like, because we were all for a little while complaining about the TikTok algorithm. I was like thinking, oh man, I hope he's not like made an announcement. Oh yeah, I gotcha. I was just hoping like, oh man, maybe like he made an announcement. Sorry. I think I'm over my cough. I think it's about the end of it today. Just making sure it was like an emergency, because once in a while, we all complain about the algorithm not feeding us. Oh, no, I was just going to say, Blank, what's up? I need more bullets. I should put my beard out a little more. I need more bullets. I have 200 for the heart maze. Let's work on that. I'm not like 100%. Lord Salmon, thanks for repost. Right. It's a they call it a buckler. Well, there could be other names for some of these smaller shields, but in Boohurt they classify them like this is a buckler. And as you can see, every scratch is from somebody else. It has a lot of use. Blank, thanks for the good popular. Salmon Blank, this is for you. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with this guy? So everyone just tuning in. We did a accidental sting operation. Thanks for like, Jacob. It doesn't hurt the wrist. Actually, here, I'll show you the different ways to use it. Let me get this set in. Here's what we need to do. What should we do? Yeah, that's the thing, because we're just doing it on TikTok. Like, we have some evidence, but here's the thing. Like, how do we go about handling it? Minty. All right. There's a lot to talk about. All right. Here. I will do a set. We're doing some Heart Me sets. I'm pausing chat there. I'm going to catch up to every comment, so don't go anywhere unless, like, you really have to. Like, I need to do 200 for the Heart Maze. Like, for Salmon and Blank. I need more bullets. In chat, what should we do with the guy who we now have sending pictures to our fake decoy account that Jacob made at work last night for a ped who's like 50, and he thinks that this decoy is an iPhone 15. All right, what do we do now that we have evidence? And it's happened in over a course of 2 days. All right, here's the set. About the sword, I don't know. I can tell you that I'll show in Minty, if you're still there, I'll go over some sword skills with you. I'll show you the whole basic thing from when I first learned about using an arming sword. I'll just go over some tips about how to flow. Making sure that the counter on the back is still good. do we get this guy busted? You know, even if we all three like live streamed it, like it's not gonna get him in. He's not gonna go to jail. The best outcome is to get the guy into it. And these hits here for salmon and blank for the heart means. Then we'll get in some talk about some flowing with the sword. I'm gonna say it's about 100. I don't even know if it was, but we're probably pretty close. We'll get to chat right after this set. But only if Minty's still here. I guess if Minty's not here, I guess we don't need to talk about flowing with the sword. So if you're here, we'll talk about it. What do we do to get this guy busted? And which police do we contact? That's Bethel. Is that Bethel or St. Clair? I think it's St. Clair. Or is it even, which, I can't think of which police go there. Oh my God, this is crazy. Yeah, we have evidence, but it's not technically like, you know, we're just regular people. Drakey, what's up? Oh, thanks for the rose. Yo, is Minty still here? Minty is. Let's talk. Oh my God, challenge him to a duel. Just think if I let him wear armor and I didn't wear armor, I'd still beat the shit out of a guy like that. Yeah, they're a great shield. All right, Minty, Under the Sun. It's a great shield. So talk about being food with a sword. Oh, and like I love shorter swords, by the way, too. Duel. We should duel the guy. Challenge him to duel. I see what you're saying, Salmon. Oh my God. Yeah, if he accepts it. Oh man, it would. The guy looks like he could. He looks like he's probably in shape for someone his age, but I would destroy that guy. All right, so here all right, Minty. I'm just getting to end the chat. Thanks for the gifts there, Drakey, by the way. Much appreciated. There's Luke. I don't know if Luke's still here. His text. Oh my God. So we got to get this guy. All right, everybody. We got to make a good plan. The duel thing would be great, but at the same time, yeah, but at the same time, how do we get him to fight us and go to jail? My God, as soon as I get off here, I'm streaming for 2 hours. All three of us should try and contact. The only people I know who to talk to, just, you know who I trust more than the actual law enforcement is like Gideon and Skeeter and them. I think, if you want my opinion, I think we need to get a hold of them. Or even Alma. Oh, man. And I think Alma would be the quickest to get a hold of. Yeah, right? Or the FBI. Or FBI. If you think the FBI, like, so watching these videos, sometimes I don't trust the people with the red and blue lights to handle it properly. I do at some point. I don't trust them to actually like just start going, oh hey, let's investigate this guy. My opinion is that these guys that actually bust them have more success than if we just talk to the people with the badges. Yeah, right. Huh. And it's a yeah, right, Minty. Oh, Minty, I forgot about talking about swords. All right. So here, let me show you a couple things. The first couple things I learned about swords, right? So if you're gonna pick one up, is if you might see while we decide how to bust this guy. These are two like just my normal things, right? When I'm fighting in armor, I don't do a lot of the skills of sword skills because what it is, it's this could be a stick. When we're fighting Boohurt, this could be a stick. It could be a crowbar. It could be like a piece of a railing. Yeah, let's look at some of that too. And so just so everybody knows, I'm hitting Bob for 2 hours. I'm gonna go to the gym. I can't live stream from there, and I'll be back again later tonight. And in the meantime, I'll look into some stuff too. Oh man, that's so crazy, Daisha. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Or Jacob. I'm even sorry for you because you're the one that's the actual decoy. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. And I can't. Oh, Hollywood. All right. What's up, Hollywood? We got a situation. All right, everybody in chat, so you know his name. No, here I'll tell you in chat because I don't want to give it away. I know I can trust most people, but in case anyone else didn't. So he has an avatar like a cartoon avatar. I don't think he'd come by, but everybody just remember that he could. We just have to figure out how to do it. Woodland, what a crazy thing. We're gonna bust a pedo. Woodland, I owe you 100. Let me finish talking about sword flow for Minty. In the meantime, oh my God. So how do we bust this guy, Woodland? Is what we're talking about. This guy. All right. Chat might be able to explain to you in a moment. I'm gonna show Miss Minty a couple things. All right. So in Boohurt, in armor, you know, there's none of this. There's no poking. So if you ever just wanted to pick up swords, Minty, look up a HEMA club like HEMA, right? HEMA. They'll teach you a lot of stuff about all around sword play, including the thrusts. Boohurt is basically just hitting, you know, all these are points, and I generally just dumb it down and I do this because a lot of times when you start doing the flippy around stuff, sometimes it can lead you to be like wide open to get hit or things like that. In my personal opinion, going like this is a lot more safe going left to right than this. Thanks for the heart, man. It's 200 IO. Woodland and is that Steve? And Steve, you know, when I first learned though, the guy showed me as soon as you hit somebody, it's a lot of it is you're not thinking about your arm, you're thinking about your wrist and shoulder. Where after if you're swinging like this, you don't just bring it up like this. You can drop your wrist a little bit. You push up with your elbow. You're using your shoulder joint to go up. You're not doing anything unnatural. So shoulders go this way, they go this way. Wrists go every way. Elbows do this. You don't want to do things that make your elbow crooked. So if you're changing an angle, I'm pushing straight up with my elbow. I'm just going straight down with my elbow. I'm moving my body a little bit. My elbow, it's really safe for my joints because I'm just doing this. I'm changing the angle of my body, right? If you want to be a little crazier, you go like this. You can now activate your wrist, and you can just hit, drop sword. If you want to be even crazier, that's shoulder joint, one joint, shoulder, two joints, shoulder and wrist. Three joints would be like all the way through. Now I'm extending my elbow, which is swinging through and sending me up to come this way. So if I'm just going like this, left and right, I'm usually just using my shoulder. If I'm going all the way through, I'm using 3 joints. And if I'm bringing the sword up, for me, I'm basically using my shoulder to go up like this. I always say like a Lego person. Does that make any sense? I can't tell you anymore because this app gets crazy, but you can find this. Just search polypropylene sword. This app is crazy how they what they allow you to say. It looks just like this. In Roman numerals, it's 2 lines. No, in Roman numerals, it's two X's, dollars. I have to actually code word price of things. All right, so Woodland. Yo, Dink, what's up? So, yo, you got Steve, you got it. Woodland, all right. That's awesome. Steve. There's more than one Steve here. Hollywood, thanks for like Hollywood goes back, just so we all know too. Hollywood, like one day 144. I'm talking about 70, 80 days. Maybe Hollywood, maybe probably. I bet you over 100 days. I didn't realize that it's. I'm right-handed, everybody. I gotta flip the screen. Maybe I won't. We'll leave it this way. Hollywood, thanks. Oh, too kind. And if you're in chat, we have a situation. Hollywood. Thanks for the roses and the roses. Let me tell you what, Hollywood, did you catch this too? Because you got here kind of in the middle of it. Horse. You can use lotion, I guess. It might actually help the swords slide off you better. So we're gonna bust a guy. All right. Well then, did you understand what's hanging out? What from everyone hanging in chat? Woodland, did you understand what's going on? Let me see who's here. Many different kinds. This one here. Oh, you know what's up. All right. This is one of the cheapest ones, and it's a very good one. Just search polypropylene swords. There's a one of the most popular websites in the world where you spend money has that on it. Oh man, Cowboy, what up? So let me and thanks, Salmon. If that was a compliment about me, I kind of missed part of it. I kind of missed chat. How do we bust this guy? Salmon had a suggestion. Oh man. He flashed Dayshaw on his live. You didn't see it. He was in underwear and he did it. And I'll tell you right now, the reason I had some suspicions about this guy too was he had a guest on, and this guest was talking to him, and every time, like during a battle, are we talking about? Am I like behind? Am I on a different topic than the chat? No, he flashed her. This guy was an old guy in his underwear doing shots. All right, but we gotta be careful about it because I don't see him joining in. Here's the safe word. If I go King Henry VIII, if I scream it, that means I see he's tuned in. Yeah, on a live. Here, I'll go over the background of the story again. Yo, all right. Jen, what's up? Oh man, I owe you 100, Dink. Yo, what's up, Jen? Let me just go over the situation again. No, he didn't. All right. So check it out. Here, let's go over the story again. This guy. Dink, thanks for the heart me. I owe you 100. But let me bring everybody up to pace again because there's so much going on in the chat. So Ellie, what's up? So we 2 nights ago we're at work. Everyone who doesn't know in chat, Tin Man, what's up? Everyone who hasn't met. I don't know if Jacob and Daisha are still here. We all work together, right? And Jacob we were sitting at work. It was like, I don't know what time. We all had like nothing to do at the moment where Jacob got on TikTok live and this guy popped up. And he was kind of funny. You know, this old guy. He's one of the guys that streams like like this down here because he's looking at the chat. You know how a lot of the older people do it. They don't do it from out here. Tin Man, I owe you 102. And he's going like this and talking. So Jacob gave him a dolphin. And the guy's like, Jacob, so we're all just sitting there. I'm hitting the like button. Jacob's talking to him. Dacia's talking to him. He's all about Dacia, right? He calls her Dacia. He'd be like, Dacia, hi. And then whenever we're talking, just normal. Talking about stuff, but you can tell he has nothing on except some underwear. And we somehow, of course, you know how chat goes. Our mind's getting in, yo, Andy, I owe you 102. So somehow the conversation goes a little, you know, whatever. You know how it goes sometimes. And we're talking about some stuff. And Dacia kept going, show it, right? So he was going like this, and he took the camera. He had underwear on. Andy, it's going kind of crazy now. And he kind of went like this with the camera. And we all saw he was in underwear, right? Typical whatever. This guy, but Dacia had already said that she was older, which she is, but she said she was like 40 something. So this lady is talking to him, and once in a while, so this lady he invites on, Dink, what's up? Jeeps, what's up again? He invites this random person on. He's just having people come on, tell a joke. This is this guy's like second time live streaming ever. 2K, y'all are too kind. So then he invites this lady on who's talking forever. And he's talking with us too, you know, but she was on for like an hour and a half. But there's times when he said something which I thought was crazy because she's like talking about like all these young girls in chat, you know, and he's like, I would like to talk to everybody. And she's like, and then they're talking about he keeps saying, Dacia, send me a DM, you know, I'll send you a picture and all that stuff. And she's like, well, how do you know she's even like old enough to vote? I have to use code words on here. Dink, it's still kind. Dink, you're the greatest of all time. Too kind, Dink, for all those. So the lady, then he says to the lady, he says, I just go somewhere off the site where it's safe. Doesn't say anything about how addressing the age thing. So Jacob, very keen, right? Just had a feeling this guy's a deviant that should be behind bars, and sure enough, he was. So Jacob last night made a decoy account, and the guy already sent pictures to it, knowing that she's only an iPhone 15. Yeah. See, I can't even say that. There's some words if you ever hear me talking, we know what we're talking about. Yo, Dink, you are the greatest in history for all those goats. I appreciate it. I owe 300 hits here for all these heart me's and stuff. Better get a 360. Oh, wait, what is that? Well, we already are catfishing him though. A 3 high kick with a backhand sword hit. All right, you gotta let me warm up. We'll try it though. See, I don't know about these kicks. But plus, I'm in a 360 kick. Well, I don't know. Let me put this back a little bit. See what we can do for you. Oh man. So yeah, we're gonna bust this guy. We're not going to. We gotta figure out how to get this guy put away. Is what we gotta do. Is this hot? This is by the Hang on. This is right by the spotlight. Is it gonna be a 360 any direction? All right. How we do this? Let's see. A 360 high leg kick to the dome, backhand sword hit. I will kill myself doing a 360. I can maybe do this, so. 360 kick, here we go. Let me try a couple more times. I got a spot. I don't know. I think that's about as best as I'm getting. I'll be trying that for 5 minutes. And I'm going to get effed up. I can tell you right now. I'm going to get effed up. Tried it a little bit. Oh, man. So yeah. Woodland, I will bring you up to date. I will go 110% effort and kill myself. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. This dummy. Well, let me get the heart me sets in. I'll do some more practice. We'll try and get a cooler 360 kick in there for you. But let me get the 300 for the heart me and all that stuff. What do you mean the join button is gone? Oh, it is. Huh, weird. See, I don't even know about that, how that even works. We'll try a couple more though. The good thing is it gets me warmed up. Gets me loose. I need to turn the other spotlight on. Hang on. We're gonna have 2 spotlights on today. Hang on, where's the button? There we go. A little better. Yeah, Jacob, I will reach out to a couple too. Huh, weird. I don't know what's up with that. The join button. Yeah, I will look into it too. What's up, Pixie? Yo, Unc Doom have awoken. What's up, Unc Doom? Here's the plan for today. I woke up really late. I slept through my alarms this morning. I woke up at like 2:30. I promise I will try to wake up early for the morning show tomorrow. So we're hitting Bob. I'm going to do 300 for the heart maze here in a second. Let me just say hi to Doom and Pixie. Well, I'm glad, and Unc, I hope things are going better. The morning show was, it's supposed to be me sitting at the desk and us talking. Oh, wait, what about the bear? Yep. Here's what that guy do. Dacia, you're going to the gym. Send me a DM. I'll send you a picture. Oh, dude, this is gonna be so good. We're gonna get one off the streets, hopefully. There's a bear cup. Yo, that's 400. Cat. All right, next 400 is for y'all for the heart maze. What was that about the bear cup? Oh, there it is. What? Oh, so you got one. Heck yeah. Wow. I don't even know. I didn't even hear. See, I don't look at anything. I'm so clueless about the news and stuff. So you got a bear cup. Well, congrats on that, Pixie, for one. Huh. Yo, Chelsea, thanks for the heart, Chelsea. I mean, the rose. I just see it's red. Chelsea, we got a great sting operation going. It's going to be great. That's what we were talking about earlier. Oh, man. A star? No way. Wait, is it like, what color is the beanie? Oh. Yo, that boy, this is my exercise, in a way. My 1 million hits on a dummy in a year. My next fight is next Sunday, not Sunday coming up this weekend, but the next one. So, trying to stay in shape with it. That's definitely got to be 100. I'm doing 400 sets for the heart maze here. 400 reps, I mean. If it ever gets to the point with where we get like 50 heartbeats in the live stream. We're gonna have to change the rules. Whoa! I went to look. Thanks. I went to look at chat and I almost smashed myself in the shin. That's probably like my 5th weapon drop. It's backwards, but we're on day 114. We're over 413,000 hits. So in a battle, I think the record. So now keep in mind this was we'll say we're at 150. The highest round I know for sure happened 2 times. Me and this guy. It was probably like my 16th fight of the day. I was fighting for a medal in longsword, and it was a 60-second round. Me and this guy still were throwing over 70 strikes. I think he threw 74, I threw 72, which is crazy. No one does that. I lost by 2 points. The next one I forget too. Yeah. Usually though, in the 60-second round, I'd be surprised if it was 30. Honestly. In longsword. Sword and shield it can be more. I think 30, 40 is high. When you're in a lot of these duels, it's probably about 30 in 60 seconds in a round. So my whole thing, so I even and then that fight that I had that I uploaded the memory of maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. The whole reason I beat the guy I beat was like really good. The whole reason I beat him is because he threw like maybe 33 times, and I threw like almost 80 times. So if you think about it, I only have to be 50% accurate, like to score and hit him and score a point, where he has to be 100% accurate. If that makes sense. It is. This app hates the real looking metal items. I don't even know if I should say that word anymore. I'm trying to get out of the shadow realm. And it used to be 1 round of 90 seconds, but these days it's 2 rounds of 60 seconds. For the weapon strikes, the cage fights and that you see inside the cages and armor are usually the 2-minute rounds. Weapon strike rounds though are 2 60-second rounds, and then if it's a tie, or they're supposed to, if it's only within a couple points, because it's just people keeping track, they'll call it they'll give you an extra 30 seconds to like a bonus round, a 3rd round. But generally it's 60 seconds of action, a 30-second break, and then you get 60 seconds of sword strikes again. Well, there's something going on. All right, so we cut out the music. There's no music. I'm watching my mouth. I'm trying not to say bad words, which I'm not. If you even talk about, if someone says, where do you get that? I can't even tell you where to get these anymore. They updated the terms, right? And I cannot talk about anything at all on here about where I got this without risking getting restricted. Isn't that crazy? I might not even be able to talk about that. Excuse me. And like 2 days ago, I posted a video how, like Reggae's saying. And if I even say the name of another website, I can get in trouble. Isn't that crazy? Right. So the other thing too, I've had plenty of times. So here's a funny story. It's not just me who says it either, but some of us. Do you know the type of sword that they use in fencing for poking? Right? For poking? Yeah, I just have to say internet. Steve, that's what we gotta say. It is. But whatever. It is what it is. I don't know. If you are in a USA fencing team, actually, it's not even the name of one of the swords that they use in Olympic, but one of the swords that goes like this. It starts with the name starts with an R. Like I've gotten banned for saying the name of the sword, so that's why sometimes I'm like, I just watch my mouth. I'm surprised our little conversation earlier didn't get us in trouble. You gotta use code words for almost everything. It's French. Yeah. But this app thinks you're talking about. So if you ever hear someone say the R sword, they're talking about the one that she used for stabbing. It's crazy. It's just crazy. All right, I'm gonna do like another the rest of these heart me sets reps. Take a little break in the middle here. Oh! Try and do a little faster the rest of this set. 30 more put us at, I think, like at least 300. I can even just look at the total. Yeah. These are for those chilies. Woo! I can't do that a whole lot. Tappy. Oh, we did. DC, what's up? I don't always do that that's a special occasion. So I got into this by watching a other app video. If you see me looking, there's squirrels running all over through this yard. So our buddy here, right? Known to fight me for an hour long. Everyone's like, no one could do that. I was like, I could do that. So I was like, I was just to show people, like, I could hit this thing 1,000,000 times. So that's why we're doing this 1,000,000 times. But to get into it, thanks, DC. In the beginning, I saw a video before this. I love TikTok Shop. Before this, I love TikTok Shop was even around on a different app. I saw a video of, did you ever see the thanks for likes. Got to throw that in there once in a while to get on the good side. Of the 5, it might have been even more. It might have been like 12s or something. 12 on 12. The guys fighting in armor. And this guy was just getting like destroyed by 5 people. I was like, where do you do that? And I'm going to be in like year 7. Yo, cowboy. Y'all are too nice. Click. I just added another 100. Thanks for the heart me. We got 200 to do now. Which we will right after we get through the origin story. I think 2026 is going to be year 7. How are you? I'm all right. How are you doing? So here's the thing. So if you think about it, all right. That's a good conversation too. All right, so there's a thing, fighting in armor. So that's how I got into it, is from watching a video of someone getting whacked on by 5 other dudes in armor. And I was like, where do I do that? It was a long journey to figure out how to even get into it, but I eventually did. And now it's so much more popular. It's easy to get into. I'm glad you're doing good too. Click AZ. Click S. What's up? All right, so here's the thing. When you're fighting in other sword sports, right? Like in HEMA. Thanks for those likes. What is that? Yo, and for the Go Populars. I appreciate it. Bob appreciates it. Right? So if you're fighting in armor in this sport, now IRL hitting as hard as you can, hits like that are gonna be great in a way. Same thing though for both things. If you have armor on, armor's heavier. You can hit somebody as hard as you want. Multiple times. Okay. If I'm just going for points, a lot of the other sword sports like HEMA, it's the first hit. Thanks for the roses. It's the first hit, so okay, deflect, whatever. Bah, bah. I block one. Okay. Oh, now I hit him. Now I win. Right? It's exaggerated a little bit, but thank you, Click, for the roses. Now. and then you restart. Next duel. Da da da. Okay, boop. I won in like 5 seconds because I hit him first. Yay, I'm a winner. Oh, sorry for coughing. Yo, Trigger, thanks for the heart me. Now it's 300 sets reps I got to do. Yo, thanks for good populars again. Now in Boohurt, it's a time limit. This is why I like Boohurt. It's a time limit. It's how many times can you hit somebody in a minute. So if I'm like, for the weapon strike duels, which is what I'm training for, my next fight is on, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, my next fight. So if I'm just trying to get weapon strikes, if I'm just, this is like 50%, effort. But these all count as strikes. Remember, I got a whole minute. So if I'm spending my whole time like this, I can hit harder a lot and decently fast. It uses up so much more energy. And just remember, I also will have armor on to wear me out a little more. And if I'm fighting, like, to get a gold medal, there's times I might have to fight, like, if I'm fighting more than one category, I could fight 20 people in a day. If I'm spending the whole time, like, just as hard as I can. I personally think I wear myself out. All they're looking for, like, all these are hard enough to count for points. And the MMA stuff is different. MMA, sure. If I'm just hitting somebody like this, but if I see a big opening, sure, I'm definitely gonna go. But you know where the openings are? Like in between the gaps of your armor. So it's like I'd love to be able to use a trident. If you're hitting somebody in the head like this hard, if you hit someone in the head with a helmet in this sport like that, nothing happens. So at the same time, like if you're hitting someone as hard as you can, hit someone as hard as you can in the helmet like that, it doesn't hurt. If you hit someone in the shoulder armor, the big shoulder plate like this, probably doesn't hurt. I've played for honor. Oh, they use it. No, wait, they use a trident with a shield like this. Here, I have like 300. Maybe get some of these heartbeats out of the way. The reps. Huh. So I thought, well, yeah, that's cool. I'll have to look it up. Who uses a trident? It's been a long time since I played for honor. Yeah, actually, they don't really. When I look at your armor here, I'm just looking at the totals. We're at almost 2,000 hits. All right, we'll get the heart me sets in. Let's talk about the armor real quick. So when they're inspecting you to go in, the only thing they look at, they check to make sure your helmet's strapped on your head. They look at your sword and your shield to make sure that there's... Wow, they must have all fallen off. There's one kind of. See that sticker there? See that sticker, that purple smiley? Was a sticker for one of the events, right? Did I miss a comment there? Maybe. I'm sorry if I did. So the referee inside, he'll see that purple sticker. You'll have a purple sticker on your sword. They check to make sure you have a chin strap. They check to make sure that you have upper neck protection. That's it. So the armor, you could basically probably wear any grade of armor you wanted to underneath the tabard, and they're not even gonna look. However, before all this, you need to update. You need to have a profile for Boohurt International and upload pictures of you in your armor. This way, this way, this way, and then again this way with the tabard on, this way, and this way. And they nitpick your entire suit of armor to make sure it's historically accurate. They don't look at the gauges. However, you can probably tell if someone's armor looks like it's too light of a gauge just by looking at a picture like that. So before I'm even there, I've passed a quality check. So it's assumed that's what I'm wearing underneath. You know what I mean? They do actually inspect it like that. But to physically inspect your armor, I've never seen anyone actually do it. But I know people have gotten bounced for armor because then they get to an event and they're wearing something that I don't know. Like the marshal can always be like, these shoulders aren't legal, and tell you, But it's so there's an inspection. It's just it's usually before the event. they actually look. You actually have to get your profile approved with your armor. And yeah, it's as easy as that. They look at your helmet strap. They look at your back neck protection. They check and make sure that your shield and your sword have passed the inspection. Because they'll measure the weight. They'll measure the length. They'll make sure it doesn't have a bunch of like sharp barbs on it from getting hit off of other swords. All right, here we go. We got Sadasafafe, what's up? Yeah, yeah. Questionable use of free will. I don't know. I like it. It's fun. Check it out. I got like in my, if you want to check it out, two of my pinned videos on here are my armor fights. One's in a cage, one's on the 5-on-5 teams. I like it. We have an hour and 6 minutes to go. Looking at the timer on the back. There's a counter on the back of Bob here. So tonight, Iron Jeeps, thanks for the like. Thanks for being here. So the whole plan for tonight, once we get 2 hours of hitting Bob here this morning, I'm gonna go to the gym, probably till they close. I'm going to get back on here, and in the meantime, I'm gonna talk with my friends from work and see if we have any more, make any headway on our new open investigation. Salmon and Jeeps probably know about. Wow, that's so weird. Oh. Man, this is. I feel good though if we can do some work to get this guy. But it's just, how do you do it? Who do we get to do it? I'm sure they're looking into it. It's funny because Jacob at work and me both watch the same videos on those guys getting busted. So the case is in good hands. I can't believe it that oh man, that actually happened. It almost makes me want to get into it, but there's enough people that do that stuff. Maybe there's a way to get into it. They should have people that just kind of like can give them probable cause to look into catching people, like, you know, out in our area. We could be it. We could be the team. Oh man. Need a drink. I literally just got up at 2:30. I was trying up at 7. I slept through the alarms. I woke up at 7. Or I didn't wake up at 7. I woke up at 2:30. And I saw the sun was up. Because remember, I usually work at night. I guess it takes me a day or two. We're halfway there. I woke up at 2:30 today. Tomorrow we'll get up earlier. I can almost promise we'll have the morning show tomorrow. Alright, I have some sets on here for the heart maze. I'm like backed up. I think I got 300 reps to go for those. See where the timer's at. Alright. Jesse, what's up? $90 to $100. Thanks for all the likes. Oh, there wasn't any likes. Ha! Whoever liked it last. Salmon liked it last. Thanks for the likes. Yo, Mike Drake. Is Mike Drake here or no? Thanks for likes. Mike Drake is just, I hate how TikTok does that. Mike is now on the app, is what it's basically telling me. Alright, it should be like 50 to go. Yo! I don't know, but there must be in the shadow realm. If you're there, what's up? How much time we got left in this round? It's counting down. Oh. You're back. What's up? Yeah, I think we're in shadow. I think we're in. I don't know, man. Here, let me tell you while you're here. If you're here for a second, I'll go through the whole creator network thing. Oh man. Yeah, but when you're in the shadow realm, you're still at like 170 people. We're at 3. Oh, Salmon. I hope you feel better. Let me. This is about to ring. We're about to go. It's about to get on to round 2. There's 30 seconds left. May take the last 30 seconds of hour 1. Then we'll go. Then we'll sit down and hang for a second. Oh man, right? I feel ya. It's. I don't know, man. How do people? Oh, all right. As soon as this round is over on the app, the punching app, which has got to be like any moment now, we're gonna sit down and just chill for a second. I'll tell you what I learned from my Zoom meeting, because out of anybody, you two are the two that I'd want to tell you about it. All right. It started the next round. We're at 2,448 hits. All right, check this out. I got on this Zoom call. Yeah, I actually passed out and I slept for like 12 hours. All right, so check this out, Steve. Whoa, yo, Dawn. See, as soon as I was like, let's just chill for a second, everybody tunes in. Dawn, what's up? All right, so check this out. I went on this Zoom call. I felt my questions weren't being answered, so I didn't join right away. Though I do have an LLC. You do need an LLC to do this. Oh, there's the puzzle piece, everybody. So what they're talking about is, I saw this thing, how to be your own agent. I'm like, all right, I'd love to be my own agent, right? So they're talking about, they didn't really talk about it. It's more like how to have a creator, your own creator network. So what you do, you have to have an LLC, excuse me, and this is signing up through the main TikTok agency, like the official thing. So for one, you're not actually your own. You kind of are, but you also kind of aren't. The app is still your boss. But you can have an agency where you sign up creators. And you know what they said, the payout is 40. They say the payout is, I think, is 53% to the creator and 47% to the app. They say that's like standard, right? So when you have an agent, right, like Woodland, Salmon, both have agents, right? Are you still signed, Salmon, to somebody? So what they do is the creators, nothing touches a creator's payout. As a creator network, you take a percentage. Okay, now there's a third piece of the pie. It's almost straight down the middle, half to the creator, half to TikTok. Now there's a third piece of the pie that comes out of the TikTok portion. So the very least, you get 3% out of who you signed up on your... Megan, what's up? So now you're getting 3% out of the 47% that goes to this app. So if you get, this is where the numbers get crazy. They were saying that you have to sign up these people. See, I was like, can I sign anybody up? I was like, what if I sign someone up who makes like $1.20 a live stream? You know, like in a month. What if somebody makes like $10 in a month? Like, are they even worth it? And like I was typing this things in chat, and I think it was filled with bots because there's so many people and they're going, "Let's go!" Like I'm excited. Someone even texted, "I love TikTok Shop." It was so I was cracking up. This is a Zoom meeting, and you got all these people like I'm excited. So I think they're bots. Our cameras are off, our mics are muted, so it's so easy. You could probably just and I think they had a lot of them in there just to make people like want to sign up. There's no cost to sign up. You do have to have an LLC. Yeah. They take. That's what I'm saying, Salmon. They don't take it from you. They take. Oh, Megan, I owe you a set of 100. Yeah, Salmon. They don't take it from you from creators share. They take it out of the TikTok share, and it only goes up to 10%. By the way, and to hit 10%, you have to have enough creators to bring you in $8 million a month to hit 10%, which is crazy. To get 3%. So I'm like, what if I had? So I sent them an email. I was like, I don't even qualify as someone that I'd want to sign in my own creator network. I was like, where do you find these people? So I said, I want to know two things. I was like, could I sign up like 100 people that make $10 a month? And the other question is, or is there like a minimum? And thanks for the rose. I'm gonna shave my head. Should I shave my head in the live stream later? We should do that tomorrow. Let's shave our head tomorrow. My head tomorrow, and my neck. Yeah, like, and I'm like, so here's the other thing. Who that makes $20,000 a month is going to sign up with just any person? The only advantage you have as a person is you're a person. You're not a bot. It's the same app, I believe. It's the same thing. The same thing that you click on to become a creator, content, whatever. Whenever you log in the app, it's through the app. So you have to make like $1 million. You have to clear $1 million or diamonds or whatever a month of your total network to get anywhere higher than 3%. So I'm like, and I asked him, I was like, where do you even find people? I was like, do you know my TikTok feed is people that make probably $10 a month. I was like, if they're lucky, you know, they might get like $100 a month. I was like, there's only one person I know, without saying your name, Woodland, who would even be worth me trying to sign up. And I was like, what? And there's no incentive. What do I offer somebody for signing up to be part of my creator network? Okay, well, what are you gonna do for me? I don't know, nothing really. Just make money. You know, it's stupid. If there is a way like where I could be like, you know what, you get like you get an extra 3% or something. You get that's why these agencies. Because they make so much money. If you have people bringing in you can make almost $500,000 a month. A month, I'm talking about. I was looking at the stats. They're showing us some of these networks. If you had enough people signed up. Rose, thank you again. It's always good to see you. I owe you 100 too for that heart me, by the way. Rose, what's up? But what do you get? Nothing. Like I can't offer any benefits. So what's the point? You know, but I want my questions answered of, could I sign up 100 people that make $10 a month? And the other question is, the more they make, the more you make. Yeah. That's the same thing. I don't talk to people for gifts either. So Rose, that's why I'm like, thank you, Rose. I still do for Rose and Megan. I'm going to do 100 hits just for you for the heart me's. Like I tried to do the 360 kick with the backhanded sword thing for who was it that sent me the like 197 goats, and I appreciate it. You know, I try and spend money on I make it known. You know, these spotlights shine on me right now for TikTok money, but I'm not the person that's gonna be like, yo guys, give me a galaxy. I'm not going to be there. Like Featherfall, now we have 300. Featherfall, what's up? Thanks for coming by and for the heart me. This is how I picture myself. Like, just handcuff me and keep my mouth up and be like, see the number counting? Yeah. I don't even know if I can say this word on here. I'm not a cock for online. In this sense. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, you don't get any, but Featherfall, too kind. Put that rose in my mouth, Feather. Wait, you missed it, dude, again. This is what the app expects you to be. I'm on my knees. I have to turn this away. It gets in the way. You know, like this. Give me a gun. Oh, put that cake in my mouth. Oh. You know, let them eat cake. Oh, another one. All right, I gotta stop. Y'all, I'm not, see, now I'm encouraging gifts. Put your corn in my mouth. Put your corn cob in my mouth. Yeah. Right. Corn cob. It's the extra, you know. Oh, man, that's the bigger corn that you use to grill. Gary. All right, just for you guys, I'll do, Gary. I got it. All right. I'm not doing it again. I should do salmon. Not doing it again. But you know that there's nothing that these apps. I appreciate it. Woodland can jam in the corn. All right. I get it. I'm not doing it again. Oh man. But y'all can keep sending them, but I'm not. I can't do the knees. That's what this app does. We're having a Gary. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Brad, Steve. This app there's no incentive. So I would think, here's my plan. If I would sign up, yo, I appreciate it, Salmon. I hope you feel better too. Salmon, let me make some coffee with you. Let's make some coffee. We're gonna go back to hitting Bob. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a coffee. Salmon, are you drinking your coffee so we can drink coffee together? Maybe two of us drinking coffee might wake us up. All right, so here's my plan, right? Oh, yo, Gary, thanks. Nice. Hey, wait, were we talking about that before? Oh, I knew it. That's why I'm not doing it anymore. That's too funny. Oh man, because then you get clipped. Right? All y'all here can clip me. But the bad thing is that you wouldn't see the actual corn cob. Yeah. I appreciate it. Y'all wouldn't see the actual corn cob. Y'all just see me on my dude, that's funny. I love that, Gary. See, I'm going to make some coffee because I want to drink some coffee with my friend Salmon while we're talking and while I tell you my idea. And we're going to do the instant coffee. I knew that would happen. See, that's why you gotta watch. You gotta watch what you do. All right, we're gonna make some coffee. Let's get this going. So here's what I would love to. Oh yeah. I'll even tell you right now. There's only one person I've done that for, and that is my girlfriend in Ohio. That's why I changed my thing on FetLife from being Dom to that's why I added the switch thing in my FetLife. I didn't feel like I could just. I had to add that. Anyways, we're gonna let that heat up. We're going to get the cheapest coffee I own. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, see, I'm not. But here's the thing. This is the cheapest coffee around. Yeah. I was saying, so on Fet, I've had quite an adventure on that app. And like, I used to like run scenes and stuff and stuff like that. Like, so I was listed on there as a Dom, right? And I used to run, I could run a good scene or role play and stuff like that. I'm not like 24/7, that. But anyway, for the most part, that's usually the role I play. And I could do that. Like, I had a girlfriend before that was like 24/7, like Dom, like lifestyle, right? But the F list. Wait, I don't know if I know that. Anyway, so this girl I seen for, yo, Lolita. So my girlfriend in Ohio that I've been seeing, like, although she came by the other day, but and not let's see, to put it this way, I list myself as a Maximilian. What's up? There's a Dom on that app. However, what do you call them whenever you list your interests, like the bimbification thing? Can we even talk about this on here? Right. So the whole bimbification thing, and so one girl I met not through that app, but I met outside the app, is trans, and she was like you like the everything. I love plastic surgery, black hair, all this stuff. I kind of helped her along the way. I got her a couple things, but we were seeing each other too. So do you know what I mean? It's not like it was free. I'd never just give a girl money to get something like that for free. But anyway, so the thing is that, like, I felt after a while, I had to update my my Fet life to whatever you call reflect my how it is these days. FL, Florida, the Florida app. But I bought her I got her a couple procedures done. I got her the thing to get rid of this, and I got her an extra lift for her butt. But we were dating for like an hour and a half. What the fuck? For a year and a half. All right, Sam, and this is the coffee. Yeah. We were together for an hour and a half. I didn't meet her on the Florida site, but as you can guess, whoops. And when it comes to that stuff, and yeah, everybody tuning in. Yo, Dwight Neal, what's up? I got some coffee. I gotta shut this door, or else the cold air is gonna mix, and I don't want the heat to turn on. It's like $500 a month. $500 a month to heat this house. Yeah, that's a cool new saying. We dated for an hour. I dated for an hour and a half. No, we dated for a year and a half. All right. Gracie, Iron Jeeps, Woodland Realm, Featherfall, Lord Salmon. I don't know. Woodland might just dipped. I was just giving everybody a shout out for who's here. Haha, did I do it? Oracle. What the frickin'... Wow. I'm so sorry, Oracle. Well, hey, maybe that's... I need to misread people's names to get them to talk. I'm sorry about that. Let me redo the shout-outs. Yo. All right. Oracle. Iron Jeeps, Woodland Realm, Featherfall, Lord Salmon. Thanks for tuning in. It's like that thing where... Do you ever see a thing where they have you look at Yeah. We dated for 3 hours. Right? Is that how you could say it? Oracle, my bad. That's so weird. Do you ever see the thing where they have you read the crayons that have the crayon is green, but it'll say blue, and you have to read, have a whole bunch of them, or there's little tests like that. You have to read the color, but it's on the wrong color. The text is on the wrong color, and it's like impossible. Oracle. Yeah, that's what happened to me. Let me make sure that this counter is not paused. All right, we got... All right, 2,000... Oracle, what up? You know that there's a Boohurt team. Oh, now Oracle, we're now hitting Bob instead of making coffee. There's a team called the Chaos Cryptids. They're really cool. The Boohurt team. Those are fun. I love those mental tests that mess you up like that. You know who we haven't seen for a while, who's come by a couple times, is Talon. And I hope Talon is doing good. Talon's been here since like the beginning. And you know why I do the shout out? Oh yeah. Heck yeah. All those puzzles like that. I should do Wordle. I've never done Wordle, believe it or not. But now everybody at work is playing Wordle. Not everybody, but some people are. Here I'm talking about. Nikki, what's up? But Talon, you know how Talon first started talking? Is because I used to give the shout out, like with how I just called Grace, Oracle Gracie. But anyway, I'd go in the list. I'd be like, who's tuned in? I'd give a shout out real quick. Me too. Oh, hello. What's up, Nikki? Well, welcome here on your lunch break. That's good. That's good, Oracle. And that is an Oracle. Oracle reminds me, if you have the name Oracle, I just assume that you're intelligent. The Oracle is, in some way or another, you know, or more than one way. This coffee is dedicated to Salmon, Lord Salmon, here in chat. 140 days today, yo. Crazy. How about that? How far back we go. Intelligent or delusional. But if you could be delusional, and it would be you could have an oracle can have delusions, but men would interpret them to be truths. I'm telling you, they will interpret an oracle's delusions to be truth. It's just then it's up to the men to make up the story to make it true. That's what I think. Yeah, so Lord Salmon celebrating our 140th birthday anniversary. We're on day one. We are on. Oh, I owe you 100, Nikki. I owe someone else. I think that's 300. Everybody's doing the heart me's. I made them the goal of the day. That didn't last too long. If we ever get to the point where I have like 50 heart me's, I have to change the rules because I'll be hitting this thing like way too much. Yeah, right. Right. You are the one that can see. And that's just how it is. All right, I have some heart sets here, reps. I think 3 of them. So that's what I was gonna say. I would do the shout out once in a while to see who's here. And Talon's been here not as long as Salmon, but just about. I bet you a gap of like 10 days or something. So I always hope Talon's doing good too, because Talon's probably asleep for getting ready for work tonight or something. Was that another? What was that? No. I need to get this thing off of here. This rose. This graphic right here. If you can see it, that's where it is on my screen. I need to get that out of here. And it won't let me erase it. I hate it. That was from my live stream when I was out at the bar in Armor. Like a week ago. And I can't get rid of it. Bottom right push end. Talking about now or whenever you're I don't want to mess anything up here. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, Bradley, you can only talk about I love TikTok Shop and there's not much else. Seriously, anytime now someone is like, where do you get this? I have to say internet. Polypropylene sword. internet. Like, how dumb is that? And be happy the whole time. Am I always happy? I'm not always happy. There were a couple live streams where I wasn't. People could tell. I know one. Featherfall, what's up? Oh man, the Roman numeral 10 of the roses. Featherfall, thanks for the rosa. It's a nice day out. It's nice. We live in a neighborhood where, I mean, the neighbors are out there playing football or something with the kids. You got the neighbors over here were already out. Y'all didn't notice, but they were like kind of like doing their thing. They don't care that I'm just out here hitting this dummy. Faraz, what's up? It's not bulletproof. It's probably bullet resistant. When you're talking about bullet, though, you know, obviously not every kind of bullet. Most bullets are going to go right through this thing. It's titanium. It's probably bullet resistant. Like a watch is water resistant. I'm trained in scuba diving. Johnny Wag, what's up? Yo. We have nothing to do. I'm 46. Here's the plan of the day. I'm going to conflict with some of our favorite streamers this week, so don't anyone feel you gotta come here. If Woodland's streaming, What the World TV is streaming, Lord Salmon's streaming, Featherfall's streaming. Featherfall, Anchor shared your stream, but I was still asleep. Yeah, I have not gone though for it's been a while, but I got my scuba certification. Why was I even going to talk about that? See, I started on a story I don't remember. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Featherfall, thanks for the rosa. Burp, burp. So we got another hour going. There's a counter on the back of Bob here, right? I need to occasionally look. We're at 2,702. So, that's right, water resistance. Yeah, I was going to say, so when you get scuba, you have to have gear that's waterproof, like to a depth. Water resistant doesn't mean that's totally proof. So that's why I'm saying this shield will be bullet resistant, but not bulletproof. I don't know if a 22 could go through here, but like something else, or 380, I don't know. I bet a 9 would. And it would depend on the angle, right? If I was blocking one like this and I had it on an angle, it might deflect it to go off. It might not go right through it compared to this. If I had a bit of an angle. Maybe a deflection. Yeah. Oh, right. So yeah, don't anyone feel good. Go watch all your favorite people. I'm gonna be online so much over the next 16 days, except for a couple. Then yeah. Don't feel obligated. It's just nice to talk to all y'all when you're here. Yeah, I haven't gone for a while. I was gonna say whenever you go, all my like scuba gear has to be. It has to be rated to go down like under. I have pictures from one of my dives, but this is what sucks. Everything I used to do that's cool. When I used to do the juice for lifting, we didn't have any cool phones where you could like it wasn't like this, you know. I have like 2 pictures from those days. I have like maybe 6 or 7 pictures from scuba diving because they didn't have the technology. They kind of did, but they didn't. You know, like it's the pictures are crap. But I do have some pictures from being under like 180 feet or something. It was still light enough to get some pictures. ME, I kind of do probably to a point. I'm definitely not normal, like as far as on the social scale. Thanks for like Woodland. So yeah, scuba's great. It's just I haven't gone for so long. I don't even and a coffee. So yo, Mecca. Mi Tohika. What's up? Mi Tohika, what's up? Hopefully I'm saying it right. Lord Salmon here is drinking a coffee too. Or maybe Salmon's done with coffee and it's just me. But I wanted to have one to join in. So it's just coffee. And I haven't done a dive in like 10 years though. So the other thing is I'd be like really rusty But I used to scuba dive. I'm certified. My old refrigerator, I used to have all my certifications on it. That's how I know. I haven't gone since I got the new refrigerator. That's about 10 years ago. Not because I switched the fridge. It's just I had other things going on in life. You go, sipping super slowly. If I could watch a movie for the first time again, what would it be? Good question. So just so you know, I haven't seen many movies in my life. I haven't watched a movie other than Tron 3. I went to Tron 3 this year. And I also went this year to see some other movie, but I didn't really see it because I was on a date. And we were the only two in the movie theater. And boy, did I make the wrong choice on that one. I ended up dating this other girl instead. You want to hear my rule of threes for dating? I'm monogamous. I swear to you, I am looking for the one. It's just like until I find the one. I have a rule of threes. I will tell you all about it. So the movie, Nikki is still here on lunch break. So hope you're having a good day. We're gonna have to talk about another story, huh? So here's the thing. Like when I would grow up and watch these movies, the most better reactions I had, I think, is whenever I was like more of an adult. I think watching movies as an adult. As a kid, if I was impressed, anything could impress me as a kid. I could have been watching Teletubbies when I was a kid and been impressed. So if I was gonna watch one over again, you know which one I think would maybe be? I might pick Braveheart, Last of the Mohicans, one of those two, to watch again for the first time. Because I watched those when I was older. Or The English Patient. Has anyone ever watched The English Patient? Troublemaker. Kinda not. Those are the three picks. English Patient, The Last of the Mohicans, or Braveheart. Have you seen The English Patient? Nobody's seen The English Patient. Except, guess who? Probably Woodland. Because we have a lot of things in... You know how many times, like... Do you know how many times I bring that movie up on purpose? Like when we're talking about movies, to a girl, and they've never seen it. Yeah. No. Wow. All right. We're definitely all we're all connected somehow. You know that? All right. That's why we're all here. So here the thing. All right. No one knows that movie. Oh my God. All right. So here's the thing. I don't know. I haven't seen that one. Salmon. Here's the rule of threes. My rule of threes on the apps. You hold three conversations at a time, because one will ghost you, one will probably flake, or you go on a date and I'll work out, and then the other one probably so two are always gonna either flake, or you go on a date and not work out. So three conversations at a time. If you start having four, you're going to burn too many bridges. So you got to put your dating apps on invisible. So don't pick up any new matches by accident, which I don't often, but just in case, put on invisible. You wait till at least one of those conversations fizzles out, or you go on dates to figure out who's who. So if you lose one, you're only talking to two. You turn your ass back on, you get another conversation going. One of the three are going to go out with you for more than one time, right? Chocolate? I don't know that. Wayne, what's up? So that's my rule of threes. And as soon as I go out with one, I don't care. I will go out with all three of them. But as soon as I make physical contact with one of them, I will tell the other two, you know what? I met somebody, I'm sorry we started talking. I was talking to a couple other people. I went out with somebody, and I think I'm going to give it a shot. You usually will never hear back from them again, but at the same time, at least you're kind of honest. Wayne, thanks for roses. At least you're kind of honest. even if you didn't meet, even if the order is out of order, but you always tell them, I've been talking to some people, we just met, kind of at the wrong time. I went out with them, and I'm gonna see how things go. I almost never hear back from them again. So there you go. And then if it works out with the one, great. If it doesn't, then you start over, and you're only losing a couple bridges instead of having like 8 conversations going, and then you F everything up. So yeah, that's my rule of 3 is you keep it no more than 3, no less than 3. And I swear to you, as soon as I make physical contact with the other, I tell the others, sorry. And that because I don't like to. I'll tell you all right now. The whole reason that my daughter's mom and I broke up is because I was like 24 when we met, and she was like 32, and my mind was all just about racing cars, bodybuilding, all this stuff, and I wasn't faithful. And then I learned my lesson, man, the hard way. I've been in purgatory of going through relationships for years. I hate it. Wait, what? Where was my work? The way I look at it, if you're attracted to them, do it. That's my philosophy. If you're attracted to them, do it. Get the number. Felt. I don't know about felt for what. The relationship thing, or did it come out? Get the number. Raina, what's up, Raina? No, Raina's not here. Is Raina here? Learning a lesson. Oh yeah. I was 24. My mind was in like, that's when the internet sites. Like I was talking, bro. I used to go to Canada. I had this group of girls in Canada. Me and my friends would go hang out with. That I met online. I was like international. And I met my daughter's mom, and I could not settle down. And I did 2 years later. It finally clicked, but it was too late. Never got over it. That's why we split up 10, 12 years later, because it was just too much, and it always came up in arguments. So the best thing to do is to split up. Then I think it got me back. Then I dated my dance partner for 6 years to get denied in the end. And since then, it's just, date somebody for a little bit. Like this one I'm going to meet up with this week. You know what I bet happens? I bet we date for an hour and a half. But we'll see. She likes dance, and I can teach her dance. So we'll see. But yeah, lesson learned. If I could go back and do anything back then, I would have not done what I did. But I did, and everybody knew it. I did it at a party. So of course the word gets back when you do that. Thanks for the likes. Ever since then, and once I learned my lesson, man, I'm faithful 1,000%. You know what I mean? Yo, Emil, thanks for lightning and the rose. You want to know what's even stupider? So here, I'll tell you the story. I met this girl when I was with my daughter's mom. This girl I met, it's so weird. I was shopping at the grocery store, and she was at the register. I went to her line because she was hot and all that stuff, and I went in line and she rang me up. Or no, it was at Lowe's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I remember exactly. She worked at Lowe's, the home improvement place. Because I had seen her, and she rang me out. Later that day, I come out of Giant Eagle, the grocery place, and she was walking in. So now it's 2 times I saw her in one day. And I remember because we were both kind of looking at each other walking by, and I was like, boy, I was like 2 times a day. I was like, boy, would I love to see you later tonight too, or something like that, as a joke. And she's like, because she's walking with some of her friends. Wouldn't she know it? I go to this party, and guess who's there? The 3rd time. And guess what we did? The 3rd time we saw each other. And guess what? It was at a party. And guess who all knew what happened? And guess who all told my daughter's mom what happened? I didn't care. And now I learned my lesson the extremely hard way, and now I'm 100%. That's why as soon as I have that rule of threes, and the other rule is as soon as you mess around with somebody, I cut ties with everybody else that I'm talking to, and that kind of on the apps. I think that's the right thing to do. Anyway. Yo, what's up, Crayon, what up? How's it going today? Let's just check the app. Make sure we're on 3,212 hits. I dissed a couple people for the heart me's. I got to do this. I still got to do we'll do them here in a little bit. The heart me says, thanks for the likes. Then I dated my dance partner for 6 years after we officially broke up. Then, God, I can't even tell you since then. It's a disaster. I'm telling you right now, I'm talking this one. I can tell you just because it's another one of these ones. Though she said the sword fighting is cool. All these girls I meet, she's all about, she wants the dancing stuff. She's like, yo, would you teach? I brought it up because she's like, I love that you were a dancer. I was like, oh. She's like, could you teach me salsa? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, but I'm not like an official teacher. I was like, what we'll do is I'll show you the basic stuff, and then we got to go get a lesson together. Thanks for the likes. She's all about it. We traded. I kept thinking it's a joke about her being like a model. And then she sends me her. She's like, I was like, do you do anything else? She's like, no. She's like, Google my name. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, well, this is me. I was like, Google the bachata night. And she's like, I love it. But does she really? If you Google bachata night, some of these 1 million Sword Strike episodes come up. Kind of funny. Well, I don't know. I'm just looking. It just seems like it's been one of these things. These real classy girls. They look for that. They look for that perfect looking dude with the perfect new house, with the perfect car, and dog pictures together, and you're wearing the same pajamas. Well, I fight in armor. I have a house from the 1860s. I have a hamster. I obviously don't live the normal lifestyle. I don't own pajamas. Jeez. Yo, Jimmy. We're going to get Jimmy up tonight. We got to catch Jimmy on a live stream later. Thanks for the Jimmy sticker. Thanks for the likes. Yo, Zeus. What's up, Zeus? Been a while if you're there. What's up? So what I do against a... So what I would do against a... Well... All right, against a parry... So do you know, when I first took fencing, my teacher used to call it riposte. So I always called it riposte. Till I started watching Sunlight Blade's Dark Souls videos, and I heard him calling it a riposte. And then I would do, I made Dark Souls videos. Everyone would say, dude, it's called riposte. I'm like, oh. I was like, well, I learned it as riposte, when I was in my 20s. But anyway, against one. I'm saying, so what do I do against one? So if I went like this and I got parried and they were coming at me. So if I swung and they parried me, I would punch block. So whatever they're swinging at, if they're thrusting like this, I hope this is answering questions. So if I swung and they knocked my sword out of the way and they're coming in like this, I would take this shield and I would try and punch block, redirect it down, maybe away. I wouldn't go like this. That's too much of movement. I'd probably just take straight down, try and punch it. Worst case scenario, I'll make it clipped in the leg, but I would try and redirect that blade, I guess. I will not try and just block a stab. If they're swinging, my sword got blocked out of the way, then we're talking about real life duels right now. Somehow my sword got knocked out of the way and they were coming down like this, I would probably, if they're coming like this or something, I'd probably try and get my shield in here, and now I'd go for grappling. Okay. So a lot of times people come in and I'm explaining Dark Souls. Dark Souls. You get in HEMA, like your sword never goes like this. You don't go like this and someone blocks it and you go. And that's how I explain it to video game people. All right. Because no one. All right, so it happens so quick. If I was fighting HEMA with buckler and a sword like this, I'd try and be controlling the center. If any time my sword get knocked off center, I'd probably just try and maybe just drop it and recover and gain center. And someone is swinging. Now keep in mind, I've been Boohurt fighting buckler for so much longer than any time I took saber or buckler with HEMA. Yeah. Although there's a sword fighting game that looks Zelda. Yes. This used to be a decoration for so long, and then eventually I was like, deer season. You're right. It is that time of year. And I wish you good luck for hunting. This used to be a decoration for so long, and I was like, you know what? I should just wear it. It matches the outfit. I'm glad someone appreciates the hat. Try and control center. If I was fighting with this, if you're using a longsword, bro, and I actually like maybe say I went to swing like this and you had like a high guard. I know what's coming next. You're probably already going to be ready to come straight at me. I would play. The only honest answer I could tell you, I would just play it off whatever guard or position you're in. If I was using this against a longsword, ain't no way I got kiss. I don't understand. Oh yeah, heck yeah I do. I got kids. I'm 46. I got kids. And you know what? My daughter, other than that, she's older and does her own thing more. But she used to come to like a lot of my fighting events too. Thanks. No, before Nikki, thank you. But I think we're good. A lot of times people come trolling. You gotta excuse us in chat. Sometimes I just snap. Sometimes we do. We jump the gun a little bit. I think we're good. Thanks. Yeah, my daughter come by to my events. I actually had her film one time. Right, Nikki? We're so used to it. We get a little jumping here. Thank you, Nikki. So one time I had my daughter at an event. I was like, record this because I was fighting. And I was fighting at the Ren Fair. And we're fighting these 5-on-5s. And she's like probably 8 years old, maybe 9 years old. And I was like, she'd dress up. She'd help me get my armor on. And I was like, we're going out. I'm fighting these 5s. Hey again, what's up, Kat? I was like, get some footage of this. And she's not bad at recording. And I always say, if you help Dad record, I'll give you like $10. I was like, but if the videos are really good, no, you're good. You're good, Nikki. I appreciate it. So thanks for the follow, Sinful Outcast. What'd Steve say? Did I miss something? So back then it was Armored Combat Sports. The leagues have changed so much. Emil, thanks for the roses. Thanks. Yeah, so just so you know, my next fight, it's Boohurt, but my next fight is this. I do have HEMA stuff on here once in a while too. But I was out of town during the last local HEMA event, so I don't have any footage for it lately. It's mostly Boohurt stuff. Actually, it's mostly me doing this. But on the 15th and 16th, I'll be live streaming a Boohurt event, and I'll be fighting on the 16th. But I was like, I'd tell my daughter, if you record, I'll give you $10. I was like, but if it's really good video, I'll give you 20. So that's the way she wouldn't be moving. She's really good, despite the incentive to earn more money. And I was like, record this. So I get out there, we're fighting. I got all distracted. I was wrestling this guy. I got knocked out, man. When my daughter's like 8, recording her dad getting laid out. She probably also thought I was unalived. But yeah, she's been to a lot of my events despite all that. You were on the 2013 team for, Brian. So do you know Daniel Stoll? That's who out here. That's who helped me get into this sport out here. So that event I'm talking about with my daughter was when it was Armored Combat Sports, and now, as you know, now it's split up. Yeah, Nissan. You know Nissan. Wow, how about that? Yeah, that's who helped train me. Do you know the stuff Nissan showed me when I first started? Probably 80% of the stuff is illegal. But he'd tell you, you can't do this, but this is what you do to somebody. Which you could probably expect from him if you know him too. About grabbing Aventails and twisting people's heads. Yo, he showed me so many dirty tips and tricks. Yeah, that's who him and Malcolm out here are like the two like the old school guys that got me into the steel fighting. And Nissan does a lot of HEMA too. I think he might have actually I don't think he retired, but he's retired from the armored stuff. He is still putting armor on at like 65, still fighting in full armor. It is. Brian, that's cool that's cool that you're on the team. I'm trying this year to be for Team USA for duels, but I didn't make it. I'm only a second place fighter. For sword and buckler, I was ranked number 2 for a long time, but everybody's ranked number 2. And there's people that are tied for rank number 1. So I have one more chance to get a gold medal. Every tournament I've done this year that I've dueled at, I've gotten. Gracie, what's up? If Gracie's there. Every tournament I've entered for Boohurt this year, I've gotten a medal. I don't do the dirty tricks and tips. Oh, yo. Yeah, it looks like a hat, doesn't it? Here, I'll show you exactly what it's for. But thanks for Woodland. Luke is there. So check this out. This is a shield. It does look like a hat. Some of them look even more like a hat because the bumpy part here that your fingers go in is even higher. It does look like a hat. And I look like the half sorting guy now without the hat. Here, watch. This is kind of how they fight. From behind. Kinda, right? I look just like a character from there. We're gonna shave our head tomorrow. We're gonna dye our beard this week. I have all this time off from work. Y'all are gonna have Woodland, no rush, whatever. Thanks for Luke. Stronger. Well, I appreciate it. It's just me. I'm like this in real life too. So this shield, technically, and you'll have people come in here and say it's not how you use it. You can punch with this shield, of course. In Boohurt, the main thing with the buckler and the MMA, the one-on-one kind of fights, is punching. More than blocking. In the weapon duels, it's more for blocking. And UAB. You want to keep it close. Here's how I use one of these shields if you're still here. You don't want to keep it right next to your body. You're going to hold it out. Because look at the difference. So if you're fighting somebody, look at all this area that you could swing at. Even over here. But now look. This is at full extension. Look how much you cut. Then you just gotta move around like this, and you can block an axe with this. Just so you know too. My red one has tons of dents in it. All those scratches are from other swords and things. But you wanna. What? Whoa, Beach Lover. Did I miss something from chat? Yeah. Out of armor. Yeah, because your armor blocks for you, really. Your armor is a shield, but now look how much you got to swing at. So yeah, the best. And I'm not saying a lot of people hold it here. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not the best. This is much better. And you can. I usually lean forward a little bit. I hold it out here, and I usually am using that. I'm usually only focusing on blocking, and I let my arm do all the other work. I can kind of in my head mentally just picture where I need to swing for openings. And I every tournament I've gotten a medal in buckler. Every tournament this year I've placed in buckler, just not first place. So I'm just a second place dueler. I was trying to get on the Team USA. Barry, was it Barry? Jeez, who was? Oh, man, Brian. Sorry, Brian. I'm learning names today. I got the first letter right. I want to make sure I miss anything from Beach Lover. Or are you talking about the shield? Oh, the dirty tricks and tips. Yeah. Let's show you a couple. Yeah, so it's a great parry. Yeah, it's a great shield, and it doesn't work exactly like in the video games. You know, in Dark Souls, whenever you hit somebody and they parry you, they go, oh, like that doesn't ever happen. If I ever get parried, I'm basically like my sword got hit, so I'm automatically say someone blocks my sword, I'm automatically switching and going this way or something. There's no let up in armor, even in the unarmored sword fighting. You might dodge. You might dodge or something. Oh, stronger. I will tell you something in the meantime. Do you know what is... Yeah, so I'm not like first class buckler, but if you ever want a second rate buckler guy, hit me up. I do some LARPing, but I'm training now. My next fight is a Boo Hurt fight on the 16th. Let me make sure that this counter is still counting. We're on 3,600 hits. So, yeah, in armor, you're usually punching with it. You can, I mean, if you're doing the one-on-one fights. Weapon strike duels, you're probably blocking with it. And you can see it has a strap here. You can use it as a strap shield, or without the strap, you can use it as a center grip. And then you gotta watch stuff too, watch. Oh, I still got hit. Oh, I still got hit, because I'm holding it this way. So you can actually take the handle and adjust it for where, see, so now say they're swinging, but say that I turn it this way compared to this way. Spin it this way. Does that make sense? So you also have to just, if you're holding it center grip, you also got to pay attention to how you're going to get hit. If someone's swinging at you like this overhead, good. If you have a shield like this overhead, it's just going to collapse your shield. So you got to pay attention to that too. And thanks for the like, Stronger. And the thing is, whenever you practice, I will give you one good tip, and I'll catch up with chat. Is if you have anyone on Earth who can practice with you, even if you have one of these, or even if you just have something fake, just have someone practice and don't worry about attacking, just block. I'm telling you, it will come in so much handy. Even if you just do it a couple times in your life, have a good session, 10, 15 minutes of just nothing. You're only worried about blocking. You get this blocking stuff down where it's not a mental thing. We have to think about it. You want to get to the point where you can block, because a lot of times you're going to be retaliating. And you don't want to have to worry about swinging the sword. You know what people do? They start swinging and forget to use their shield. You want to be able to have this part of your brain worry about, oh yeah, shield, block. The battle is the 16th. Thanks for the follow there, Shadow. Let me catch up in chat. Minneapolis, yo, we're over here in Pittsburgh. So I do some LARPing, but not as much. I generally stick to the steel fighting. However, next year I might get back and doing more LARPing and stuff, because this year was about trying to make Team USA. Not going to happen. I might get a sympathy invite. But, yeah, you know, I want a medal at every tournament, but it's all seconds and thirds. But it is what it is. I found out that's where I'm at. Next year's going to be more fun. More LARPing, more HEMA. Nice about the bow, Shadow. Sorry, I try to catch up on stuff. And oh, yo. I did. I went 60 hours. Yo, oh. All right, so. And am I saying it right too? Ambiance. Oh no. Well, we all signed we all signed a waiver. So it could look pretty rough, but we all signed a waiver. So here's the thing. Oh yeah, you want to talk Dyson? Dyson, are you here? We'll talk about what the ladies think about this. I don't know if Dyson, if you're here, let me know, because there's no point in talking about it if Dyson's gone. It's a sport. The next battle is November 16th. That's my next fight. Yo, from Australia. Yo, what's up? We're worldwide in here. Beanie. All right, Beanie, what's up? Yeah, I went probably like 60 hours. And I haven't eaten anything yet today. I just forgot to eat, everybody. But that's fine. I'm drinking a coffee. Since I've started, I had 2 salads with cottage cheese. That was my first meal after 60 hours. I'm down to 182. I was 192. I dropped 10 pounds in 2-3 days while hydrating. What all that weight is that I lost, I have no idea. But we're starting a diet. I forgot to eat today. Oops. There's just some coffee with nothing in it. Oops. But yeah, I'll start remembering to eat again. I need to be down to 180s. That's the weight class I'm in for fighting. Main media console for Battlecry LARP. Tell you what, I'm taking a screenshot of that just so I can look up Battlecry LARP. I mean, assuming you don't mind later. Check it out. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Let's see. We have nothing to do, just so you know. I have like 16 days off of work. There's 2 concerts. There's a concert Saturday. There's a concert Tuesday or something like that. That I'm going to with my daughter. There's possibly a date with somebody. And you know what? So far, she thinks this sort of stuff's cool. My dating, so just, yeah, like Dyson's not here, but just so you know, like my dating app is me fighting. Oh, nice. I will check it out. Yo, yep, it's a me, a Mario. Yep, and you know what? Here we go. I bet you it doesn't last. I can just tell. But we'll see. That's the, so here, yo, what's up, Jackal Fox? My dating profile, I only use one at the moment, and it's me, because I don't want to run through all the apps. But anyway, it's me, a normal profile picture. I'm in like a hoodie, so because I'm not like I can dress up and stuff, but I usually, you know, it's just in like my gym stuff, a hoodie, gym shorts, whatever, and I'm kind of like at the gym, and that's my profile picture. Everything else, I have one dance picture. Everything else is fighting. The second thing they see after they click on my profile is me in a cage kicking someone in the head and then punching them in the face with this shield. I think it's my other shield. It's all armor stuff. So they know. It's a good way to decide right away for them if they want to try and pursue me or not, man. Like, what am I getting into? Oh, here's what we're hitting. A lot of duct tape. We're over 400,000 hits on this guy. And there's a counter on his back. You see this? $3,673 hits. It's a counter. I bought this with TikTok money from all these live streams. I helped fund a lot of this stuff here. So now I don't have to keep track in my head. We're doing 1 million hits in a year or less. While I'm most of the time just chatting and they're just hits like this. But they are hits that would count for points. You know, it's not just light hits. Once in a while we'll go off and hit them a lot. And we're on day 1. I know it's backwards. I didn't feel like flipping around. We're on day 144 and 413,000 hits. We're doing 1 million. That's what the live stream is about. And yeah, I know. The duct tape fixes everything. I even duct taped a couple old t-shirts to his shoulders to beef him up a little bit. Yeah, that's basically what this is. Hitting Bob 1 million times. It's turned more into a chat. Like it's more, I think it's more about the chat. I keep him off the screen a little bit too because this app's been getting touchy these days and it does not like, just like, it could have been a joke. It was probably a joke, but just in case it wasn't, the person who's saying it, like, this looks like a little intense. You know, there's people out there actually get, like, offended by sword sports. So, you know, my uploads and stuff are almost always, with the real stuff, almost always get restricted by real fights. You know, I actually made I made this really great highlight video of me. And it took me 5 edits to get it right. I had to take out like 2 or 3, I forget, but I took out 2 or 3 of my most brutal hits from a Boo Hurt tournament I did. It kept flagging it. This, sorry. I'm just getting over something. Yeah, it's crazy. Most of my upload content though is me hitting this thing. It's the highlights. So I'm keeping track of it. When we're done, you know what? No one's going to care. But y'all are here for it, at least for a little bit of it. If you're here today, or at least you're on day 144. And I'll hit the 1 million. and people be like, well, that's cool, bro. Cool story. Like, no one's probably really going to care, but we're all here for it. It's turned more into like, it's more of a just almost hanging out and chatting. But most of my content, though, is this because I'm updating my daily updates. Although I'm trying to make it more of a weekly thing now, just because every 2 or 3 days I'll have a highlight video with the totals. But that's basically what my content is, and whenever I have a fight, I have like my fighting highlights, and I live stream the events, and I make a couple clips out of that. I live streamed my whole last buckler tournament. I got 2nd place. You can do, here, I'll show you everything you can do. And everything I don't do and why I don't do it. Alright. The only hits that you can't do are, so in Boohurt, unfortunately, there's no thrusting. So nothing like this at all, which is why Boohurt isn't the most historically accurate reproduction of a medieval fighting. So you can't do this. You can't still, I think they're going to change it, you can't purposely swing horizontal at the neck with swords or shields. Shield edges. I could go like this, but I can't take a shield edge to the throat or side of the neck. I could come like this, because that's coming down like this, but I can't come like this. You can't go back of the knee, foot, or groin. If they're turned around backwards, you cannot come horizontal. You can't come vertical at the spine. Other than that, you can do anything you want. So you can do side hits. You can do all kind of hits. But those are the things you can't do, just so you know. Oh, I should say in Boohurt. Yeah, so for the steel fighting, that's what we can and can't do. So in that, you're not allowed to use your shield. I see what you're saying. I would love to get back into something like that at some point. Some of the best LARPers, like from the foam, there's a guy who came from foam fighting, and he came to a practice to us to fight in steel, and he's the best. He has his own team now. It's crazy. Dude's awesome. He does the Akron Hedge Knights. Was that Rose? Yeah, the reason I like the Boohurt stuff, I kind of like the physical, well, I don't just kind of, I love the physical part of it with steel swords, and I like that it's a time limit, so it's not just who hits who first, like, okay, I won, but it's like who wins out of 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Oh, yeah, if you type it like, the same way but instead of the O, use a U. Put a U, and that's what I do. Or you can even look, like I got a couple videos. Most of my content is me, clips of live streams. But if you look, I have 2 videos pinned, if you want to check it out. One is one of my cage matches. It's in armor, so it's like Boohurt. And there's one-on-one fights, and then there's also a lot of the stuff that's like 5-on-5, 12-on-12, you know, team stuff. And the team stuff, once you're down, you're out. But the reason I like... Oh, yeah. All the sword stuff is great. There's any kind of sword, fun swinging a sword or a staff or axe or something is great. Love it. Yeah, and the reason I like the skill fighting stuff is because of the physical nature of it, and the other thing is that it's not to one hit. So it's like, who's going to win out of a whole round? Make sure, I'm just peeking, make sure the counter's still on. Once in a while it pauses. We're almost on 4,000 hits from day, and we got... What time is it? It's about 5. So I'm going to take a break here in a little bit, just so we know. Let's say, what time is it? At 5:15, we're going to go. I got to get to the gym. I got to get my cardio in for the day. I'll be back on later tonight. But just since we're talking... You don't feel obligated to stay for another 15 minutes, but if you're here, you know, we got 15 minutes. Oh, it's you would think it is. That's my garage. It looks like it. It leans to the side, and it has that old paint on it. The problem is, yeah, my motorcycle's in there, and some other stuff. The problem is I have to decide if I want to rebuild it at some point or redo it. The cost to get that paint off is expensive as shit because it's old. The house here is from like the 1800s. Yeah. I can't just repaint it. I have to like redo it because the paint is actually lead paint. I know. I would definitely do it myself. The thing I want to do is straighten it up, but I'm afraid that if I start pulling on it to straighten it up, I know there's no braces in there to keep it straight. The problem is I don't want to start pulling it and have it slide off that pad, because it's right on the pad. I'm thinking of making some braces on the bottom, and maybe I'll get my truck and wrap it, and we'll try and stand it up straight. It's something to do next year. I'm not messing with it now. That's the thing too. I could probably ablate that to code on my own. And the same thing, I have a garden there, you know. So I actually do take the shop vac, and if any chips landed on top, and vacuum them up, and then take a couple scoops out. I don't know, man. It's a crappy situation. The other thing that I had, the other option is just building a new one, which I might do, but that's a project not for this year. That's going to be for next year or later. Yo, about the knee brace. Awesome that you just got it. Sorry. I'm just getting over something. I think I got sick going out drinking like 5 nights last week in Armor. Halloween week was great. If you want any good clips of my going out from Halloween, like check out some of my recent uploads from it. So much fun, everybody. I'm uploading another highlight of it today. At 5:15. We got 15 minutes, everybody. I gotta get to the gym before they close. I gotta get cardio, and I have a fight next Sunday, and I have to be ready. Y'all can. This is probably one of the last weeks of nice weather. Oh, I appreciate it there, Shadow. It's me, Mario. I love Halloween. Is the best time of year. Whenever it gets closer to we'll go out again like around Christmas time in Armor. I'll wear like a Santa kind of themed outfit with the armor. I have I wouldn't go search for it. It's so old, but I fought in Armor with a Santa suit over it on here like years ago. I'm talking like this is probably like one of my original videos on TikTok. Yo, right. Now the neighbors are out there. It sounds like it, but they're outside playing football. Johnny, I'm telling you, it's closer to the beginning than the newer ones. If you wanted to find it. Yo, geez, Carter Marfarar Berga Mater Jabbar, what's up from Israel? Good to see ya. Yeah, it's shouting, but fun shouting. They're shouting because they're having fun. Yeah, it's closer to the end, John. I'm telling you, it's got to be like you'd see it. I'm fighting someone in longsword. I have a Santa suit, and I have a Santa beard on my helmet. I thought it was fun. Oh, I tried to, and then we usually get a name. Like I'd probably call it, unless you, I'd probably just call you Carter. It's easier to say. I mean, if you came back, I'd be like, "What's up, Carter?" Yeah. Hey, there haven't been any sirens, everybody. Do you know what? If I would have live streamed a little bit before I woke up, because I heard sirens before I woke up. I'm telling you, whatever I know, almost all the time. Like, I'd say probably 80% of the live streams I have, you can hear sirens. But it's been a whole 2 hours without sirens. We got till 2. We got another 10, 12 minutes, everybody. Then I'll be back on tonight, but I'm going to go to the gym. I need to get... Tomorrow's plan, we're streaming the early morning show. Carter, good. Carter. Sirens, police, fire, ambulance. Something's always going on, it seems, in one of my live streams. You never hear... Cat, I'll point them out next time. tomorrow, early morning talk show. Hopefully I can wake up at like 8 o'clock. 8, 9 a.m. early morning talk show. Armor. Hitting Bob and Armor around noon. I need to shave my head. I need to dye my beard. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Either way, now I bet. Yeah, you got it. Much more to worry about there than here in this neighborhood. It might sound bad. They're playing football. I swear. Like Carter, you got more to worry about than me in this neighborhood. That's for sure. Am I? Yeah, we're sure. I'm looking at it right now through the cracks in the fence. They're playing football or something. It does sound bad though, doesn't it? Oh man. Oh, I bet. Yeah, you got that's a whole football team right there. 11 for the field plus a kicker. That'd be 12, right? Isn't that what it is on football? 11 people out there at once. I've never played football, believe it or not, dude. I tell you what, if you play football, you got my respect, man. I never played it. Not about the hitting, but the skill of catching balls while being hit. I've played football one time in my life. Let me tell you. Yo, Carter, thanks for the likes. Yo. Thank you. So check this out. Oh my gosh. I hope you got a hospital nearby. Woodland. So, growing up, it was my mom wouldn't let me play football. Whatever. I played soccer. I skateboarded. I think I had a better life growing up skateboarding and hanging out than the people who played football. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, when I actually played football in college, we had no pads. You know, I could kind of catch. I can't throw football still, like, at all. And I remember going for... This is... Do you know, like, watching football and someone drops, like, an interception? Everyone goes, oh, like, you idiot, at home. They're like smacking the TV, you know, throwing stuff. They're like, you idiot, dude. I had two interceptions. The first one went right through my fingers. I was like I thought I caught that thing. Second one, someone caught it, or went to catch it. The ball was still in the air. I was running with this guy full speed without pads or anything, and as it was falling. Bro, I was running and I was like keeping my eye on it, and as it was falling, like I went to grab it, and it was still like just falling out of my hands, and I fell on my face. And as I was falling, the guy who I was chasing was still running, and his heel came up and hit me right in the nose like this. And dude, I just saw the skin on my face just felt all tight. Like I got my nose busted so bad. I didn't catch the ball. Ever since then, I never complained about someone dropping a throw. Yo, got my respect. If you can catch a football while running around in padding or while getting hit, having to jump up and catch a ball when someone's about to smash you, man, got my respect. Yo, that was horrible. Carter, I played football one time. Anytime after that, people are like, let's go play football. I'd be like, I'm good. I'll do something else. Despite that, I played rugby a little bit. Rugby is a little different. I just, despite all that, it's not being tackled or tackling people. It's being able to I'm saying about the respect of being able to catch a stupid ball in front of my face, and it's fumbling around. I can't catch it while I'm falling. And people do that in the NFL. It's crazy. And not being hit by somebody. I'm talking about being able to catch a ball, being able to concentrate on it, knowing I'm about to get destroyed, but catch a ball while someone's smashing into you. That's the kind of stuff. That's skill. Not necessarily that you're going to get smashed. I get smashed like that in Armor for Boo Hurt. Yeah. So did you play? Oh, wait. All right. Oh wait, what is it called over there? It's bomb. Oh, bomb. I don't know if I'll remember it. Yeah, we're live. We extended a little bit till 5. We got 7 minutes, Tin Man. Because I lost track of the time. The counter's on round 3. We're on 4,189 hits. We're going till 5:15. I'll be back on again later tonight if anybody wants to know too. Wait, you went to the place where they make goals? Oh, yeah. That's, I was saying, on every sport, soccer, like real football with the feet, soccer, I played defense. I would play defense, and I played goal. And I actually, when I was goalie, oh, Johnny, heck yeah. All right, we'll do it, Tin Man. We'll do an egg shot together tonight. I will have eggs. I haven't eaten anything yet today. And we're going to go work out. Yeah, we're going to do an egg shot. Raw eggs. I ate raw eggs for probably 2 years straight. You know why? Because it saves time. I don't have to cook them. Why sit there and scramble eggs or fry eggs when you could just drink them out of a cup? Yo, Crystal, what's up? Just in time. We got about 5 minutes. I have to get to the gym. Oh, wait, you broke your shoulder playing? You broke your shoulder, Carter, in a sports injury? The year I played goal. So I played goal in soccer in like these summer leagues, and we were undefeated. One year I let one ball in the whole year. And we were undefeated. And the next year, I think I let 3 in the whole year. Then I move up into high school, right? Bro, dude, I get destroyed. My first game, I let 5 goals in. The next game, I think I was let 4 in, and they pulled me. And then I was second place. Then I was the backup goalie, or I played defense. I was really good for a while. Oh, Crystal, I'm on diet time now. I can't do Little Caesars for a bit. Oh man, you're gonna have to enjoy them for me, Crystal. You accidentally broke someone's nose? Wait, Carter, did you say how you broke your... Was it a sports-related injury? Oh, it was. I see that. I missed it. Yeah, dude, it happens sometimes. I mean, if it's an accident, right? I mean, you purposely do it. That's what makes it different, I mean, stuff happens. I don't think I ever broke something on accident with somebody in soccer, but I've hurt people before by accident. On accident. You're kicking each other. You're kicking a ball at the same time, Oh, ball to the face. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, Crystal, I'm glad you mentioned. I'm glad you thought of me. And that you mentioned it. Making me hungry for those though. But I gotta go a couple weeks before I probably get back to Little Caesars. Wait, where? Johnny, let me know. What am I missing? Where? Oh! Well, let's go along with it. Are they here? Michael, that is Michael, that's exactly what I could do. Good eyes, chat. Yeah, man, I could. Actually, I know, right? We'll see. Michael, come. Yo! Come on, Michael, you gotta talk with us, though. Yeah, but getting hurt by accident, hurting someone by accident, it's part of the sport. They do. Yo, dinner's. Have a good dinner. Oh, everyone talking about food. I've eaten one meal in over 72 hours or something. I gotta eat another, but we're gonna do it after the gym. It'd be great. I know we gotta. Yeah, we gave the guy some time. We'll see. Michael's good for the day. We gotta, yeah. We will eat. We will eat. We will. Don't worry. Whenever we have the live stream later, I will eat some raw eggs with Tin Man. So here. Do you know? Like it could be. I'll tell you why we're letting it slide for a moment. So I'm like half Armenian, right? Y'all might know that. My mom's whole side, like Armenia, right? And we call each other the bad name for Armenians. Or at least we used to. Times have changed, bro. I said it to a guy like not long ago, and he totally flipped on me that it was an R-word name for an Armenian person. I was like, bro, growing up, I was like, we called each other that all the time. Like, times might have changed. But anyway, we'll see. Maybe sometimes. Maybe it's just one of those things. Thanks for the likes. Oh, Tin Man. Next, all right, Tin Man. I will have an egg ready for you. Tin Man. It's what as long as I'm at home and you call it out, we'll do the egg white. We'll do the egg drink together. Yeah, I don't know. We'll let it go. It wasn't. I'll say there's worse things, right? So we'll let it go. Like growing up, man, we used to call each other the bad word for Armenian people, like to each other, like growing up. So, like that's how I used to even they would even tell it themselves. The girls, they would use it to, like I don't even know if I should say it because it's the app, but I would say it that word, girls. They would go by that. And then I said to somebody kind of recently and they got mad. Maybe times have changed. Anyway, what about the transmission? I don't think Armenians would be anti-Israel. You would think that they'd get along. There's a lot of Armenians I thought that moved to Israel during the war. But also keep in mind, I'm American. Like my mom's family's from there. Here, I'll give you a quick rundown. It's after 5:15. Let's talk about this before I go. Oh no, Johnny. Well, I read the comment with the transmission. So here, all right. So if you don't know, right, my mom's side's from Armenia. They're Armenian, but they're not from there. Okay, so here, quick history lesson, right? Back in the early 1900s. There was a war. There's a thing with Turkey where Turkey, like there's people from Turkey that'll say it didn't happen. Almost the whole world knows it happened, that they killed millions of Armenians, right? It's not acknowledged. It's not official. Some countries say it will acknowledge it and call it the G word. I don't even want to use the words on here because this app, I just don't want to get like flagged for something. So anyway, so a lot of them moved they left the country. So my mom's side is they're Armenian, but they're not from here. A lot of them moved to places like Iraq, Lebanon, Israel, I thought, the USA, places kind of close to there. So I don't know why Armenians wouldn't like Israelis, like just in general. So that's kind of caught me off guard. I would think that they'd get along. Despite being like both countries being persecuted, right? Well, yeah, I'm trying to be nice about it without talking to politics. Raised by old mechanics and roughnecks. It is a buckler, and I had sat down with my you can use it as a center grip buckler, or you can use it has a strap, so you can use a strap buckler. And you know who I get my insight, or I get to develop my opinion on from that. Growing up, I heard so many horror stories of like what happened to like family members my grandma and grandpa, I remember sitting down to dinner with them from Armenia, right? And with this girlfriend I was seeing at the time, because I thought she was the one, which didn't happen. But despite that, and my grandpa and they both said they're over it. They're like, it's so long ago, like, you know, they don't hold any hate for anybody. People should just move on. And I was like, cool. So that's how I look at it. That's why I don't have problems with Turkish people. My grandparents didn't. Yo, I'm about to go too. Carter, it's good talking to you. Yeah, I mean, that's how my grandpa was telling me. He's like, you know, despite everything that happened, there's a whole book out there if anyone wants to read it. I'll tell you sometime about one of my relatives escaping Armenia to get free, crossing a desert, drinking his own pee. On top of that, Featherfall. Thanks for the Rosa. Burp, burp. Wire cutters. Another name for wire cutters. She is. Yep. Yeah. Same thing. Believe it or not. My daughter's half Palestinian. At the same time, like, you know, they don't. My daughter's American, man. Like, I'm American. My daughter's American. You know, that's why I think people are just not. You know, that's why I live in America. I grew up here. I didn't experience anything like that, all that crazy stuff. That's why maybe I have a more chill outlook. But also my grandparents said, you know, they got over it. My daughter's Palestinian dad, grandpa, came here because he wanted to be in America and live the American dream. So he's Palestinian. He was Palestinian, moved here when he was 17, American. You know what I mean? Of course stuff happens with your home, with the people back that you know, overseas and stuff, but we're all just Americanized foreigners, basically, this whole family. So anyway, it's after 5:15. If I don't get off here and go to the gym, I'm not going to make it. So let's get a total. Let me make sure I missed anything in chat. What's the whole wire cutter thing? Am I missing something? Oh man! All right. Here's what we're. All right. I don't even know. All right, but I'm gonna get off here. Let's get a total. Just nobody be purposely using words like that. Don't want to have to get out. I'm telling you what. Let's go. Let's get the total for the day on here. For tonight. It's actually 4,604. I hit it twice. I know what word you're talking about. I'm going to say that I don't know what we're talking about right now. It's something in chat. I don't think anyone is using words to be disrespectful. Let's not. I'm going to go. I'll be back on in a couple hours. Oh, every time you hit it, look. So it was 4,604. Every time I punch a bag, that's what happens. World is weird is exactly correct. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to get some cardio in. Yeah, it's on his back right here. I tape it to a bag. And that's why I can now talk and not have to keep writing it down. Let's write the total down for today. Hang on. 4,604. All right. And then we'll be back on in a little bit. I need to go get a workout in. I don't know about the watch. That's true, man. About that stuff. But I gotta go. If you want to come back later, give it a couple hours. We'll be back for more hits on Bob. Okay, good in chat. Good. All right. Now I don't have to worry. Oh. They left. Who was it? Who was it? Feather or Johnny, are you Mon? If anyone, y'all have free, if y'all want to, I'll give you a minute. If y'all gotta ban somebody, go for it. But then we're gonna get off here in like a minute. Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about it. Like, he said something after it. Like, I don't think he was American. It could be just like I was saying. Growing up, we used to call each other the bad word for Armenians. Growing up, it's Armo. Everybody says we used to go like Armo. We had Armo Club. I had like my Armo girls. They would say like we're your Armo girl. I had this little group of girls up in Canada I'd go visit that we were talking about them one time. Like my Armo girl. This is supposedly a bad word. Nowadays I say it to someone Armenian. I said to this guy, he got so offended. I was like, bro, that's what we used to call each other growing up. Like, what's up? The Armos. Oh shoot. Now he can't say it. So I don't know. This guy, I see what you're saying. If he comes back, we'll see. I gave him the benefit of the doubt today. He probably can't even speak English. He could be something that, like, to them, whatever. We'll see next time. He gets another chance. All right. If I don't get off here now, I'm never going to get the gym closes soon. Oh, my mom just texted me about meeting for lunch tomorrow. Perhaps. We have a live stream to do, but I don't want to miss not seeing my mom. So, all right. I'll see y'all in a little bit. If you come back. In the meantime, stay safe, have fun. I don't know if you can. My wrist is always going to be about the same. Below the wrist, like look at this muscle. Wrist size, I don't think. If you're going to do anything to increase wrist size, I bet you it's probably something. I bet you something like this could work. Impact, right? Impact creates bone density. As far as that's what I remember. I'm going off old school philosophy. Yo, no one. I'm about to get off here. And I don't lift weights. I'm going to the gym to go run. But see the wrist size here? I don't think you can increase it like this. If you're talking about right here, probably not. But I bet you strengthening it doesn't hurt to probably do exercises that are going to increase your wrist strength. But size, I don't think you can. There's not much there to increase. But to make it more bone density, maybe punching, maybe impact sports. Yo, no, well, I'm glad I saw you in a second. Ooh. Yep. Crystal, and I hope you're feeling better, Crystal. Everybody, stay safe, have fun. Perhaps see you in a little bit, couple hours. Like after 8, maybe like 3 hours.